Hello everyone, welcome in this third lecture of coordinate geometry. So in the first two lectures, we have discussed the basic of the coordinate system and the distance formula, and we have done a couple of questions based on distance formula, key distance problem, as well as we have covered the section formula, internal section as well as external section. So in this video, we are more on like going to learn about the midpoint formula, point of trisections of a line, centroid of a triangle, and area of a triangle when the three coordinates of a triangles are given, as well as the collinearity. So let's start this session with couple of problem based on the section formula. So like we have already gone through the section formula when we have any 2 point x1 y1 and x2 y2. If we have any point P which is dividing this line segment joining these 2 point A and B internally, then that point, let's say A and B over here, and we have a point which is P which is dividing this line segment AB in the ratio m ratio n, then the coordinate of P is given by x comma y of P is equal to m times of x2 plus n times of x1 divided by m plus n, and m times of y2 plus n times of y1 divided by m plus n. This is the internal section formula we have discussed in the last class. Apart from this, this is internal section formula. Apart from this, if we have a point which is along the line segment AB in the extended part of this AB, somewhere we are getting a point P, then that point P will divide this line segment in the ratio m is to n internally. Then the point of P is given by P of x comma y is given by x comma y. Let me just take this as Q is given by m times of x2. In place of plus, we just have to change it to minus, right? N time of x1 by m minus of n, as well as m times of y2 minus n times of y1 divided by m minus n. This is nothing but the external section formula that we have discussed in the previous class. So now let's move on to solve the couple of problems based on internal section formula, and then we'll move to the midpoint formula. So over here we have given this question. In this, we need to find the ratio in which the y-axis is going to divide the line segment joining these 2 points, and also we have to find the point of intersections. So let's say the point is A, which is 5 comma minus 6, and another point is P minus 1 comma minus 4. So this is point A, this is point B, and we need to find a point on this line segment which is actually on y-axis. So as we know that the coordinate of any point on y-axis is of what form? 0 comma 0 comma y. Any coordinate on y-axis of this from 0 comma y. So let's say the point which is going to divide this AB in some ratio is P, and let's suppose the point is dividing this in the ratio m ratio n, and this is 0 comma y. Now with the help of the section formula, we can write the coordinate of P as 0 comma y is equal to this m times of minus 1 that is going to give us minus m. This n times of 5 means that will give us 5n, right? So plus 5m n divided by sum of the ratio m plus n, and comma y coordinate also we can find m times of y, m times of, sorry, m times of what, m times of minus 4, that is going to give us minus of 4m, and plus 6 times of my n, that will going to give us over here minus 6 times of n, and divide by m plus n, right? So once we multiplied this m by minus 1, we got minus m, and multiplied by 5 is 5n. As this is internal section formula, so we have to put addition over here, and in denominator we need to write the sum of the ratio. Likewise, m times of minus 4 and then plus over here minus 6 times of n divided by sum of the ratio. Now we need to find the value of m and n. So over here, as the two coordinates are equal, so as already we have know that the two coordinates are equal means x1 y1 equals to x2 y2. This is possible only if x coordinate equal to x coordinate and y coordinate equal to y coordinate. With this, we can find that here the x coordinate is 0 and x coordinate is minus m plus 5n by m plus n. So we can write this as m plus 5n by m plus n is equal to 0. Once we solve this, like this denominator, if we are shifting to the right, that will go as 0 into m plus n. That is again going to give us 0 into m plus n, hence is equal to 0. Because 0 multiplied by any number is always 0. So we need to solve for mn. If we are shifting m to the right, we'll get it as 5n is equal to m. We want m ratio n, so like over here denominator is 1, here denominator is 1, so this 5 and n is in multiplication. If we are shifting n on the right, it will go in the denominator, so 5 by 1 is equal to m by n. So our answer is m ratio n is equal to 5 ratio 1. I hope it is clear, right? So as in this question they have mentioned that the point is on y-axis, or the ratio in which y-axis divide. Y-axis divide means any point on the y-axis, right? Which is dividing this two line segment. I mean this line segment joining these 2 points in some ratio. So we have assumed that it is dividing in a m ratio n, and the point is 0 comma y, because any point on y-axis is 0 comma y form, right? And then we got this 0 comma y is equal to coordinate of this p with the help of this m and ratio n to coordinate of a and b. We got this one. Then we just have to equate both of that, right? Both first coordinate with the first coordinate. Okay, so minus m plus 5n minus m plus 5n divided by m plus n equals to 0. And then when we simplify this, I mean m plus m went to the right in multiplication with 0. So multiplication with 0 is always 0. So we left with 0 on the right, and left we have minus 5 plus minus m plus 5n, right? Now we just have to solve for m by n. So shifting m on the right goes to minus 2 plus m, right? And then we have to look for the m by n. So n is in multiplication with 5. So shifting to the left, from left to right, it will go in the division. So we got m by n, which is equal to 5 by 1. So our answer is 5 ratio 1. Okay. Now let's move to the other questions based on this. We have given a point P. Divide the line segment joining A and B in the ratio 3 ratio 1. We need to find the value of A and B. So we have given points. This is 3a plus 1 minus 3, which is point A, and we have another point B, which is given as 8a comma 5. And for any line joining this, we have a point P on it. which is given as 9a comma 9a comma p is given as 9a minus 2 comma b, and the ratio in which this line is divided is given as 3:1. So with the help of these two ratio and the a coordinate and b coordinate, we can find the p coordinate, which is already given. So we can write both of them as like this: 9a minus 2 minus b. 9a minus 2 comma minus b is the coordinate of this point, which is given, but we can find the coordinate of this point with the help of these two ratios at the given point. So we can go for finding the ratio of this, coordinate of point p. 3 into 8a means 24a, and then plus 1 into 3a plus 1. So that will give us 3a plus 1, and divide by sum of the ratio. 3 plus 1 is nothing but 4. So likewise, we'll get over here 3 plus 1 in the denominator. Y coordinate means 3 into 5 is 15. Then plus, and 1 into minus 3 means minus 3 over here, right? So we got this coordinate of this point P, and these two are equal, means x coordinate, this one equals to x coordinate, and y coordinate equal to y coordinate. So let's first simplify the expression on the right. This coordinate is nothing but 24 plus 3 is 27a plus 1 by denominator is 4, and numerator, if we simplify, 50 plus minus is minus, so 15 minus 3 is 12 by 4. So this is equal to 9a minus 2 comma minus p. So if we see the first coordinate equal to first coordinate, x coordinate equal to x coordinate, and y coordinate is equal to y coordinate. So we'll get this as 9a minus 2 is equal to 27a plus 1 by 4. This is x coordinate equal to x coordinate, and y coordinate, which is minus p, is equal to 12 by 4. So once we simplify this, we'll get this 4 in the left in multiplication. So this 4 into 9a minus 2, and on the right we'll have 27a plus 1. And this p is nothing but 4 3 means minus p is equal to 3. If we cancel this 12 by 4, we'll get okay, over here 3. Now just we need to simplify this. 4 9s are 36a minus 8 is equal to 27a plus of 1, right? And b is equal to what? B is equal to minus p is equal to 3. So b is equal to what? Minus 3. So this is the value of b. Only thing, we need to just solve this for a. So shifting this 27 on the left and minus 8 on the right, will get as 36a minus 27a is equal to 1 plus of 8. So we'll get this as 9a is equal to 9. Upon simplification, we'll get a is equal to 1, because this 9 and 9 got cancelled. 9 was the right. So a value is 1 and b value is minus 3. So our answer is a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 3. Let's try to solve this last question on the section formula, and then we'll move to the midpoint theorem. So here we have given a point P which lies on a line segment joining point A and B. Then we have to find the relation between AP and AB, AP and PB, PB and AB, and AP and AB. So as this point P lies on the segment joining A and B, so we can consider that the point P is dividing this line segment joining AB in ratio m ratio n. This is dividing in m ratio n. So we can find the coordinate of P with the help of the coordinate of A and coordinate of P. But as the coordinate of P is given, so this coordinate of P will be equals to the coordinate of P with the help of this ratio and the coordinate of A and B. We can write it as m times of 8, so 8m plus n times of 4. So 4n divided by m plus n, right? Likewise, the y coordinate is given by m times of 4, so 4m plus n times of 2 means 2n divided by m plus n. Now, as the two coordinate are equal, means their x component or x coordinate equal to x coordinate and y coordinate equal to y coordinate. So over here, y coordinate 1 is equal to 4m plus 2n divided by m plus n. So we need to solve this for m ratio n, 1 times of m plus n. If we are going for cross multiplication, that will give us m plus n times of 1 is equal to 4m plus 2n. So upon simplification, we'll get this m plus n is equal to 4m plus 2n. So we need to solve this for m ratio n. So shifting this m to the left and n on the right. So 2n minus n, right? So we'll get this as minus 3m is equal to n. We want m ratio n, right? So m is over here, n is over here. 3 is in multiplication with m. Shifting to the right, it will go in the denominator. Now, this from we get it as m is in multiplication by cross multiplication over here 1 in the denominator, right? So n will come in denominator, right? And 1 will goes on the right. So 1 by minus 3. So m ratio n is equal to minus 1 by 3. So as the ratio are coming negative, so as we know the ratio is not negative, so it is always positive. So this m ratio here 1 ratio 3 negative is indicating this is external section formula. It means this point P is not on the line segment AB, but it is outside the line segment, or it is in the extended part of the line segment AB. So instead of this, basically the point P is in the exterior, or it is the external section of the point of the line segment joining A and B. So let's try to write over here. This is, let's say, A and this is B. Now this P is somewhere in the exterior of this AB line segment, which is nothing but, as we got M ratio 1 is what? 3 ratio 1, right? So this is 3 and this part is 1, right? So from here we can say that AP is equal to 1 part, PB is equal to 3 part. Here these are the ratio, means like multiplication of 3 will come, this is multiplication of 1, and here to here A to B is nothing but, as P to B is 3, P to A is 1, so A to B will be 2. Means AB will be how much? AB will be equal to 2 part. Or we can write it as like this is 1, this is 3, this is 2, means this is 1 times x, this is 3 times x, this is 2 times x. Right, as this is in the simplest form, right? Always we know the ratio is written in a simplest form. Now we got AP, PB and AB. So now we can find the like relation between AP and AB. So AB is 2x and AP is x. So here we can say that AP is nothing but is double of what? I mean, AP is just half of AB, because this is x and this is 2x. So we can say that this is half of AB, right? Right. So AP is just half of AB. So we can find that this option is present in option number D. So option number D is correct. Now we can check as AP is half of AB, since option A is incorrect. Now we can check for AB and PB. Over here PB is 3x and AP is x. So we can say that this AP is 1 by 3 times of PB. But here AP and PB both are equal given, means this option is also wrong. Now further we have given relation between AB and PB. So AB is 2x, AB is equal to 2x and PB is equal to 3x. So if we look into this AB and PB, we can find that this AB by 2 is equal to, let's say, x. So if you're putting the value of x in place of this AB in this one, we'll get it as PB is equal to 3 times of AB by 2. It means PB is equal to nothing but 3 by 2 times of AB. But in our option, we have given PB is 1/3 of AB, which is also incorrect. So only correct option over here is AP is equal to half of AB. So this is the way we can solve this kind of question. So first we have to solve for the ratio m ratio n, as here we are getting m ratio n is negative, means this is external section, and that external section is m is minus 1 ratio 3, right? It means the point P is in the left of the point A, which is 1 unit over here, and from P to B we have 3 units, so A to B will be a 2 units. This way we can find the length of all these things, and then we can compare all the options. So the next topic is midpoint formula. So midpoint formula is nothing but basically it's a special case of what? Section formula. So in section formula, what we have seen, any 2 points are there, connected line segment, right? For those 2 points connected line segment, there is a point on it, right? That will divide in some ratio. But in midpoint formula, that ratio will be what? Equal, means that point is the middle point of this line segment joining A and B. So if we have x1 y1 and x2 y2 are the two coordinate, then the line segment joining this A and B is like divided by a point P in two equal part. AP is equal to PB, right? So the coordinate of this P is given by what? X comma y is equal to what? X1 plus x2, or you can say x2 plus x1 divided by 2, comma y1 plus y2 by 2. As if you just use the same section formula, right? Here we have in section formula, this is m, this is n. So this is nothing but m times of x2. So here m is 1 times of x2 is x2, 1 times of x1 is x1, and the sum of m plus n is nothing but 1 plus 1 is 2. Likewise, we have y coordinate, right? So this is the midpoint formula that we need to use in solving different questions. Okay, so I have like collections of question over here. So the very first question that is on the screen. So try to solve this fastly and comment on your answer. Okay, let's check over here. What given? P is midpoint, right, of these 2 points. So with the help of the midpoint formula, the coordinate of P is A by 3 comma 4, which should be equal to what? The sum of x coordinate of the 2 point, minus 6 plus minus 2 divided by 2. Sum of y coordinate, so 5 plus 3 by 2. So once you simplify this, you will get minus 8 by 2, and this is 8 by 2. Right? It means a by 3 comma 4 is equal to this. A by 3 comma 4 is equal to what? Minus 4 comma 4. Now the two coordinates are equal, means their x component will be equal to x coordinate, and y is equal to y, which is 4 over here. So by solving this, you will get a is equal to minus 4 into 3, which is a is equal to minus 12. So minus 12 is correct answer. So option number B. Now let's move to the next question. Here in this question, we need to find? AB is midpoint, right? Midpoint of what? These 2 points, A and B. And also we have given one more condition, A minus 2B is 18. We need to find the value of K as well as distance between A and B. So first, as AB is a midpoint, so we can write A comma B is equal to what? With the help of these 2 points, we can find the coordinate of this, because this is the midpoint of these 2 points A and B, right? So a comma b is nothing but 10 plus k by 2, sum of x coordinate divide by 2, sum of y coordinate minus 6 plus 4 by 2. So a comma b is equal to what we'll get, 10 plus k divide by 2, and here this will be minus 2 by 2. So upon solving this, we'll get it as 10 plus k by 2 comma minus 1. Now the two coordinate are equal, means x coordinate is equal to x coordinate, y coordinate is equal to y coordinate. With this we'll get as b is the y coordinate over here, and over here we have value minus 1, right? Y coordinate. So this b is equal to minus 1. Once we know the value of b, and the second one is a is equal to what? A is equal to 10 plus k by 2. We want the value of k, but we cannot get from here. Here b value we got minus 1, so we can use this given equation to get the value of a. Once we know the value of a, then we can get the value of k. So now just put this value of b minus 1 in this equation. A minus of 2b is equal to 18. So we'll get it as minus 2. B's value is minus 1, right? Is equal to 18. So a minus plus 2 is equal to 18, means a is equal to 18 minus 2, which is equal to 16. 16 is the value of a. We want the value of k. So just plug this value of a in this. We'll get 16 is equal to what? 10 plus k by 2. So once you solve this by cross multiplication, how much you'll get? 16 to the 32 is equal to 10 plus k, right? So then k is equal to 32 minus of 10, which is equal to what? 22. So the value of k is 22. And also we need to find the distance between AB. So we have to use the coordinate of A and B. We have A is 10 comma minus 6 and B is k comma 4. But we got the k value how much? 22. So this is 22 comma 4. So AB distance is equal to what? A square root of difference of x coordinate, means 10 minus 22 square, right? Plus of minus 6 minus 4 whole square. So once you further simplify this, this will be minus 12 square, means you will get 144, and this is minus 10 square, means you will get 100. So a square root of 244. Now we need to simplify this by taking all the common factors. So if you factorize this 244, what you will get? 1, 2, 2. Again 2 6 2 1. So here this is nothing but 2 root of 61. This is the length of AB. Make sure whenever we are dealing with the distance, if the number inside the square root is some bigger number, try to go for prime factorization and check if we can take any of the common factor out. Okay. So now let's try this question then. Next question. So same way over here, midpoint of the line segment A and B is P, and we have given this condition, and we need to find the value of K. So means P is what? X comma Y is equal to what? Midpoint of these two, right? It means the sum of x coordinate divided by 2. So 3 plus k by 2 comma 4 plus 6 by 2, sum of y coordinate, right? Now this is x comma y is equal to what? 3 plus k by 2 comma 6 plus 4 is 10 by 2, right? So x comma y is equal to 3 plus k by 2 comma 5. So now with this we can get this, like x coordinate x is equal to 3 plus k by 2 and y coordinate y is equal to 5. So y value we got, and we got the value of x in terms of k. We need to find the value of k. So until unless we are not getting the value of x, we cannot find the value of k, right? So this y value, and with the second condition given over here, x plus y minus 10 is equal to 0. With this, we have to find the value of x by putting the value of y, right? So x plus 5 minus 1 minus 10 is equal to 0. We'll get x minus 5 is equal to 0. Means x value is 5. So this x value we have to put in this to get the value of k. So 5 is equal to 3 plus k by 2. So by cross multiplication, 5 into 2 is equal to 3 plus k. So 10 is equal to 3 plus k, means k is equal to how much? 10 minus 3, which is equal to 7. So your answer is absolutely correct. So now move to the next question. This question is very important. Like, we have given coordinate of a point A. I mean, we need to find the coordinate of a point A where AB is the diameter of a circle. So center is given and B is given as this. We need to find the coordinates of point A. So here we need to find the coordinate of point A where AB is the diameter of a circle. So we have a circle in that A and B are the diameter. So diameter means a line segment passing through what? Center of the circle. Center of the circle, right? So center, this is center means this part OB and OA will be equal. So we can say that this center of the circle is nothing but the midpoint of the diameter, right? So over here center is given 2 comma minus 3 and B coordinate is given 1 comma 4. We need to find the coordinate of x, I mean A, which is let's say x comma y. So over here with the help of A and B, as this is the midpoint, means with the midpoint formula we can find the coordinate of O. So which is already given 2 comma minus 3, which equals what? The sum of x coordinate of point A and B, because O is the midpoint of AB only. So the sum of x coordinate of A by x coordinate of B divided by 2 is nothing but the coordinate of this x coordinate of this center, right? So x plus 1 by 2. Likewise y plus 4 by 2. This is the y coordinate, right? Now, as the x coordinate and y coordinate will be equal because these two coordinates are equal, so we can say that 2 is equal to x plus 1 by 2 as well as minus 3 is equal to y plus 4 by 2. So, by cross multiplication, we will get it as 4 is equal to x plus 1 and same way here minus 6 is equal to y plus 4. By solving this, shifting 1 to the left, 4 minus 1 is 3. So value of x is equal to 3 and value of y shifting to the left, it will goes to minus 4. So minus 4. So y is equal to what? Minus 10. So x is 3, y is minus 10. So the coordinate of point A is 3 comma minus 10. This is our answer. So I hope it is clear, right? Okay. Now quickly solve this question. The same kind of questions, okay, where the center is given this. Yes. Let me check whether how many questions are there. Okay, these questions are important. Shall I skip this diameter one? You do one thing. You solve it fastly. Then we'll go for these questions are I think important. I need to explain these things quickly. So here in this question, a line intersect y-axis and x-axis as at point P and Q. So we have x-axis over here, y-axis. So any line is there which is, let's say, this line is there which is intersecting this y-axis at this point and x-axis at this point. Every point on y-axis of 0 comma y form. So the coordinate of this point is, let's say, 0 comma y, and the coordinate of this point is 0 I mean x comma 0. Right. So this is what? This is coordinate P, this is Q. Now in the question they have given this is the midpoint of this 2 point P and Q. So somewhere this is the point 2 comma minus 5. Now as this is the midpoint, so with the midpoint formula we can write it as 2 comma minus 5 is equal to the sum of x component divided by 2, the sum of y component divided by 2, hence 0 plus x by 2, x coordinate of this, x coordinate of this, both added divided by 2. Now 1 plus 0 by 2. So we'll get it as 2 comma minus 5 is equal to x by 2 and this is y by 2. So we just have to solve for x and y. So 2 is equal to x by 2 and minus 5 is equal to y by 2. So x is equal to 4 and y is equal to minus 5. Okay, so the coordinates are, this is 0 comma minus 5, which is p coordinate, and q coordinate is what? 4 comma 0. So which option is correct then? First one they talk about p. P is 4 comma 0. P is what? 4 comma 0. Right? And q is what? Here 5 to the minus 10. Right? So this is minus 10. Right? Right. Are you sure? Option number C or D? So P is 0 comma minus 10. First they said P and Q respectively. So P is 0 comma minus 10. So 0 comma minus 10 is over here, P. And Q is 4 comma 0. So option number D is correct. Right? So this is the last question. Then we'll move to the next topic. The perpendicular bisector of the line segment joining the point A and B cut the y-axis at. Means if we are like drawing the perpendicular bisector of these two line segments, line segment joining these 2 points, it will cut the y-axis at some point. That point coordinate we need to find. So let's say this is x and this is y coordinate, right? So we have a point 2 comma 4, 2 comma 4 over here. Let's say we have this one and 3 comma 5 over here. Okay, just random point I'm taking. This is A and this is B. Okay, so over here, what they're asking, the perpendicular bisector of the line segment joining A and B. This is line segment A and B. The perpendicular bisector means a line segment, a line which will divide this into 2 equal parts, as well as it will make a 90-degree over it. Right. So this perpendicular bisector is meeting at y-axis at this point. Right. So this point coordinate they are asking. The coordinate of the perpendicular bisector of line segment joining the point A and B cuts the y-axis at what point? So this is the point. Let's say this is point C of which form? Every point on the y coordinate is of the form 0 comma y. Right. Now as this is the perpendicular bisector of AB, it means this part and this part both will be equal, right? And this is common for both. If we are joining the point A with C as well as point B with C, then we can find that the two triangle A, C and this O and BOC both are congruent, both are congruent. This 90, this 90, this equal to this equal to this, and this is common. So the corresponding side will be equal. So for the corresponding side means this side BC and this AC both will be equal. And we have given the coordinate of A, which is 2 comma 4, coordinate of B, this is 3 comma 5. So to know the coordinate of C, we just have to use this concept like AC is equal to BC, means nothing but equidistant, right? Right or not? So here in this question, this identification of this is very important. Means whenever with a perpendicular bisector is there of any line segment, if it is meeting at some point, so the distance of that point to the end point of this line segment will be equal. Means the end point of the line segment is A and B. So distance of the point C from A and C from B both will be equal. So we just have to solve this, the unknowns. You can find that AC is equal to BC, so directly I can say AC square is equal to PC square, right? Or by using the distance formula, you can write what you can write: square root of 0 minus 2 is plus y minus 4 square is equal to 0 minus 3 square plus y minus 5 square. Now root both side will cancel, right? So we left with 2 square means 4 plus y square plus 16 minus of 8y, and on the right this is 9 plus y square plus 25 minus of 10y. Now y square got cancelled. On the left we left with 20 minus 8y. On the right we left with how much? 34 minus of 10y. So bring the variable on left. So 10y minus 8y is equal to 34 minus of what? 34 minus 20. So 2y is equal to what? 14. So y is equal to 14 by 2, which is equal to 7. So the coordinate of a point where the perpendicular bisector of these two lines meeting on y-axis is 0, 7. I hope it is clear, right? Okay. So the same kind of question is there. You take a screenshot of this and try to solve and comment on the answer. Now let's move to the point of trisections of a line segment. So point of trisection is what? We have discussed the midpoint, means a point between the line segment which will divide into two equal parts, right? Two equal parts. But now point of trisection means we need to look for the points between the two given points which will divide this line segment into three equal parts. Let's say A and B are the 2 points over here. Like so with these 2 points we are getting a line segment. So we need to find those points which will divide this into three equal parts. Let's say one point is over here, another point is. So point of trisection means more than 1 point, right? 2 points over here. This is the 1 point. This is the another point, right? So if this is x, this is y. I mean this is x1, this is y1. This is x2, this is y2. So we need to look for the coordinate of this p and coordinate of this q. So what I can do is to derive the result for this. I'm just considering this point P. I'm not considering this one Q. Now these are three equal parts. One part, one part, one part, right? So by considering the first part itself, only point P, I'm not considering Q for now. It means this is nothing but A to P is 1 and P to Q is how much? 2 units. 2 units, right? So if the point P is x comma y, so with the help of the distance section formula, you can say that x comma y is equal to what? 1 time of x2 plus 2 times of x1 divided by 2 plus 1 is 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. Same way y2 plus 2 times of y1 divided by 3. So with this, you can say that x is equal to x2 plus of 2 times of x1 by 3, right? The coordinate of this is nothing but x2 plus 2 times of x1 by 3, and the coordinate of this next one is nothing but y2 plus of 2 times of y1 by 3. This is the coordinate of this point, what? P. If you are looking for the coordinate of this point Q, then this will be, this part will be 2 and this will be 1, right? So the coordinate of point, let's say I'm marking this as for the coordinate of P, so and this is the coordinate of Q. So coordinate of Q, how you can find? This is also if I'm taking x comma y, right? This is point P. If this is x comma y, then x comma y will be equal to what? 2 times of x2 plus 1 times of x1 by 3. Same way, 2 times of y2 plus y1 by 3. So with this, you can say x is equal to 2x2 plus x1 by 3, and y is equal to what? 2y2 plus y1 by 3. So these are the way you can find the coordinates of these 2 points. Basically, what we need to do is one times we have to take the twice of this component plus other coordinate divided by 3. Right. And for the other point, this is for point P. For point Q, we have to just go for other way, means 2 times of x2 plus x1 by 3. This way we can find the two coordinate P and Q. Okay. Okay. So let's try to solve this question. Find the point of trisections of a line segment joining A and B. So now let's try to solve this question. In this question, we need to find the point of trisections of a line joining A and B. So over here, let's say this is A and this is B. We need to find 2 points on this line AB. First point is, let's say, P and then Q. So the coordinate of P is given by, as here we can say that this is 1 ratio, this is 2 ratio, right? So 3 minus 2 over here, this is minus 4 comma 4. So the coordinate of point P is nothing but 1 into minus 5 plus 2 into 3 divided by sum of this 2 plus 1 is 3. This is x coordinate. Same way we can write the y coordinate, 1 into 4 plus 2 into minus 2 by 3. So this is the coordinate of point P. So over here minus 5 plus 6 divided by 3 comma 4 minus 4 by 3. So the coordinate of point P is 1 by 3 comma 0 by 3 is nothing but 0. And this is one coordinate. So we need to look for another coordinate. So another coordinate is Q. Now this time this part is 2 and this part is 1, right? So we can write the coordinate of Q is equal to 2 times of minus 5 plus 1 times of 3 divided by sum of ratio, which is 3. Now y coordinate is 2 times of 4 plus 1 times of minus 2 divided by 3. So here minus of 10 plus 3 by 3 comma 8 minus 2 by 3. So this will give us minus 7 by 3 comma 6 by 3. Once we solve this, this will give us minus 7 by 3 comma 2. So the coordinate of Q is minus 7 by 3 comma 2. So the point of trisections are P and Let's say we have another question in which we need to find the point of trisections of the line segment joining the 2 points. So here the points are 3 comma minus 2 and 4 comma 1. We want to find the point of trisection of the line segment joining these 2 points. So let's say the first point is P. So if P is over here, means this is one part and this is two parts, and Q is over here, right? So for finding the P, I'm just ignoring this part, point Q. So I mean this region is up to A to P is one part and P to B is two part, means 1:2. So with the help of this, we can find the coordinate of P as x comma y, which is equal to 1 times of 4 plus 2 times of 3 divided by sum of the ratio 1 plus 2 is 3. Likewise, 1 times of 1 plus 2 times of minus 2 divided by sum of the ratio, which is 3. So once we simplify this, 4 1s are 4 plus 2 3s are 6. 6 plus 4 is 10 divided by 3. The same way we simplify this, 1 1s are 1 and plus minus over here. So 2 2s are minus 4. So this is 1 minus 4 by 3. So over here, this is x comma y, right? So once we simplify this, we'll get 10 by 3 comma minus 3 by 3, which is equals to 10 by 3 comma minus 1, which is the coordinate of point P. Now we need to find the other coordinate of a point Q. So now this time, if we are looking for the coordinate of point Q, so over here, this point Q divides the AB in ratio what? 2:1. So this is 3 comma minus 2. This is 4 comma 1. So now we can find the coordinate of Q. So Q is equal to, x comma y is equals to 2 times of 4. So 2 times of 4 plus 1 times of 3 divided by sum of ratio 2 plus 1 is 3, comma 2 times of 1 plus 1 times of minus 2 divided by sum of the ratio, which is 3. So once we simplify this, we'll get 4 to the 8 plus 3, 11 by 3, and this is 2 1 are 2, and this is plus minus 2. So 2 minus 2 is 0. This is 2 minus 2 by 0. So basically the coordinate of x comma y is equal to 11 by 3 comma 0. So this is the way we can find the points of trisection. So these are the 2 points. Point of trisections are 10 by 3 comma minus 1 and 11 by 3 comma 0. Okay, so I hope this point is clear. So now let's move to the next part. So let's move to the next part. In this, we are going to learn about the centroid of a triangle. So the centroid of a triangle is basically nothing but the point of intersection of the three median of a triangle. So let's say we have a triangle over here. So the median, as I said, median is a line from a vertex to its opposite side in a triangle, which will divide the opposite side into two equal parts. So ABC is a triangle, then the line AM drawn over here is nothing but median for the side BC. Likewise, from vertex P, if we are drawing a line which is dividing the side opposite of it into two equal parts, then this line we call as median for the side AC. Likewise, we can draw a line from the vertex C to its opposite side, which divide the opposite side into two equal parts. So this CQ is the median for the side AB. Now here we can find that the three median of the triangles are meeting at a point. So this point is nothing but the point of intersections of median of a triangle, which is known as the centroid of triangle. So centroid of triangle, which is denoted by the capital G. So here in this, we need to learn about the centroid of a triangle when the three vertex of a triangle is given. So let's say the vertices of the triangle are x1 comma y1, and this is x2 comma y2. This is x3 comma y3. We need to find the coordinate of this centroid. One important point that we need to mention over here is we can find that this G is dividing the median M into two parts, AG and GM. Likewise, dividing this median BN into two parts, BG and GN, as well as divided this CQ median into parts, CG and GQ. Now we can find that this centroid centroid is dividing the median into the ratio, divide the median in ratio 2:1 and 2:1. Means from vertex to the centroid is 2, and from centroid to the midpoint of the opposite side is 1. So over here, as we have these two coordinates B and C, and M is the midpoint. So with the help of midpoint formula, we can write the coordinate of M as the sum of x coordinate of B and C divided by 2, and the sum of y coordinate of B and C divided by 2. So this is the coordinate of this middle point of the side BC. Now, with the help of this coordinate A and the coordinate M and this ratio 2:1, with the help of the section formula, we can find the coordinate of G. So the coordinate of G is given by x comma y is equal to, by using the section formula, this 2 times of x coordinate of this one. Right. So 2 times of x2 plus x3 by 2 plus this 1 times of x1. So 1 times of x1 now divided by sum of the ratio 1 plus 2 is 3. Likewise, the y coordinate is given by 2 times of y2 plus y3 by 2, this coordinate, right, plus 1 times of y1. So here y1 divided by sum of the ratio, which is 2 plus 1 is 3. Now here we can find that this 2 is in multiplication with this 2 is in multiplication with this, so this 2 and this 2 got cancelled, this 2 got cancelled, so we left with x2 plus x3 plus x1, or we can rearrange it and write it as x2 plus x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3. Likewise, we can write it as y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. So this is the formula for finding the centroid of any triangle whose three vertices are given, A, B, and C. So now let's see, this is the formula that we have to use in finding the centroid of a triangle when the three vertices are given. Now here in this question, we have given the three vertices of a triangle, and we need to find the centroid. So the centroid G is given by sum of the x coordinate of each point. This plus this plus this means minus 1 plus 3 plus 8 and divide by 3, comma, sum of y coordinate 3 plus 2 plus 9. So 3 plus 2 plus 9 and divide by 3. So over here, once we simplify, 8 plus 3, 11 minus 1 is 10 by 3. And over here, if we are solving this, we'll get 11 plus 3 is 14 by 3. So this is the coordinate, of the centroid of a triangle. So 10 by 3 and 14 by 3. Let's try this question. In this, we have given the centroid of a triangle whose two vertices are given, and we need to find the third vertex. So if we look into this formula of the centroid, which is given as x is equal to, g of x comma y is sum of all the x coordinate by 3 and sum of all y coordinate by 3. So we can say that if in a triangle we have given a centroid as we have seen x comma y, let's say g coordinate is given as x comma y, which is x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3 and y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. This is the generalizations of this question. We'll drive this one result, that is what we are going to use over here. So we can see that this x is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3. So from this we can see that by simplifying this cross multiplication of this 3 and x, that 3x is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3. Let's say this is the third point that we are interested to find. The first 2 points of the coordinate of the triangles are given. We are interested in finding the third coordinate, so we can say that this x3 is nothing but equal to 3x, and shifting this to the other side goes to minus x1 minus of x2. So this way, or just see over here, what I'm trying to do over here is nothing but bringing this x to other side of the equal to symbol. So from right to left it is minus, from right to left it is minus, right? So x3 is equal to what? 3 times of the coordinate of the centroid minus the, we have to just subtract the two coordinate of the two x coordinate of the two given point to get the point, x coordinate of the third point. So the same way we can find the y coordinate of the third point, which is y3 is equal to 3 times of y minus of y1 minus of y2. This will get by equating this y coordinate of this with y. So over here, if we look into the question, we have given the centroid of a triangle is given and the 2 points is given. We have to find the third point. So the third point is x3 comma y3. So we can write x3 as 3 times of the coordinate of this. The coordinate of what? The centroid. So centroid is given as 3 comma minus 5. So 3 comma 3 times of 3, and we have to just subtract the coordinate of the two, x coordinate of the two coordinate of the triangle. So this is minus minus 1 minus 2. Likewise, we can find the y coordinate, so which is 3 times of minus 5 minus 2 and minus 5. So once we simplify this, we'll get 9 plus 1 minus 2, and over here minus 15 minus 2 minus 5. So we'll get as 9 plus 1, 10 minus 2 is 8, and over here which is minus of 22. So the third coordinate of the triangle is equals to 8 comma minus 22. When the two coordinates are given and the centroid is given, we can have this relation. The third x coordinate is nothing but 3 times of the coordinate of the centroid minus the first coordinate x coordinate and the second x coordinate of the triangle, right? So I mean we have given this one, we have given this two, and we have given this. We need to find this value. So for this one, we have to just go for 3 times of x minus x1 minus x2 minus x1 minus x2, and for second coordinate means 3 times of this y minus of y1 minus of y. So this way we can find the coordinate of the third coordinate of the triangle. Okay, now let's move to the next topic, which is very important: area of a triangle when the vertex of the triangle is given. So let me take a triangle ABC whose vertices is given as x1 y1 and x2 y2 and x3 y3. Then the area of the triangle is given by half times of, just we have to just remember this formula, and then we need to just solve a couple of problems. The proof of this is not the scope of this lecture. Okay. So over here, first we have to take the x coordinate. So x coordinate of this, we need to multiply with the difference of the y component of other two in a same sense, in a same direction. If we are starting from this one, so we have to move in an anti-clockwise direction. X1 we have taken means x1 multiplied by the next two y coordinate. I mean this is y2 minus of y3. Then same way we are going to x2. Then the next y coordinate is y3 minus of y1. y3 minus of y1. Plus when we are taking x3 multiplied by y1 minus of y2. And this all we have to take the absolute value. Okay. So this is the formula for finding the area of triangle when the three vertices of a triangle is given. And another alternative way of finding the area is like half into determinant. This is x minus x1 minus x2 and x1 minus x3, y1 minus y2 and y1 minus y3. This is also one of the formula for finding the area of triangle when the three vertices are given. Here also this determinant, we have to take the absolute values of this determinant. We'll see how to find this value with an example. Okay. So let's say we have given a triangle whose vertices are given as 2, 3, 1, 4, and 5, 3. We need to find the area of this triangle. So let me solve this with the help of the first formula. Area of triangle is half multiplied by absolute value. Absolute value, first number, if I'm taking this 2, so 2 multiplied by difference of the next y coordinate means 4 minus 3. It will be better if our rough figure is drawn to avoid the confusion. So 2, 3, 1, 4, and 5, 3. Now what I have taken? I have taken 2. So here the difference of 4 and 3. Then next one is 1 multiplied by 3 minus 3. Then plus 5 multiplied by 3 minus of, and this absolute value. So area is equal to half into, if we are simplifying this, 4 minus 3 is 1, 1 into 2 is 2, plus 1 into 3 minus 3 is 0, 0 into 1 is 0, plus 5 into, here 3 minus 4 is minus 1. So once we further simplify this, we'll get half into 2 plus 0, 5 minus 1 is minus of 5. So upon further simplification, we'll get area is equal to half into 2 minus 5 is minus 3. The absolute value of minus 3 is plus 3, so this is 3 by 2. So area is equal to 3 by 2 square unit. So this is the way we can find the area of triangle when the three vertices are given with the help of the formula that I have given. The first formula, right? Now let's try to solve the second question with the help of this formula. So you just have to give a practical the formula which is suitable for you. I mean, which you find that it is easy to apply. Let's see, I'm finding this with the help of second method. Half into x1, this is x2, this is x3. So first one is x1 minus x2 means minus 1 minus of minus 3, and the second one is again minus 1 minus of this one, 1, right? Same way, 4 minus of minus 9, y1 minus y2, and then 4 minus of minus 3, y1 minus y3. So once we simplify this 1 by 2 times of here minus minus plus. So 3 plus 3 is in plus and minus 1. So plus 3 minus 1 is plus 2, and this is minus 1 minus 1 is minus 2. This is minus minus plus. So 4 plus 9 is 13. And here minus minus is plus. So 4 plus 3 is 7. So we got this value as 2 minus 2, 13 and 7. So one thing over here, we just have to understand if we have A, B, C, D like this format. So this is nothing but determinant. This can be evaluated like this. So diagonal wise like this, A into D, and then subtract the cross multiplication, you can understand like this, and then C into D. So this way we can find the value of this. So if you see over here, this is nothing but 1 by 2 times of. You just have to simplify this expression. It might come negative, so we have to just take absolute value of that. So 2 into 7 minus minus of 13 into minus 2. Absolute value. We have to take the absolute value of this determinant. Okay. So we left with 1 by 2 times of here 14. This minus minus is plus 26. So we are getting the value over here as 1 by 2 times of this is absolute value of 40, which is 40. So 40 by 2 is 20 square unit. So now let's try to solve this next question. Find the area of the triangle formed by the 2 points and origin. So here we can reduce one of the results. Suppose we have given a point AB and x comma y axis over here. Origin, already we know the origin coordinate is given by 0 comma 0, and we have a point A over here which is A comma 0, and we have a point B over here which is 0 comma B. So we are going to get a triangle, and the type of triangle here we can find is nothing but right angle triangle, right? Because this is 90. Now we need to find the area of this triangle. So directly we can find the area of this triangle. As you can see, if we move from here to here, so there is no change in the y coordinate, only change in x coordinate from 0 to a, means this length is a. Likewise, if we see from here to here, there is no change in x coordinate, so only change in y coordinate is b. So this is the length of this base, and this is the length of this height. So as this is right angle triangle, so we can say that the area of this triangle is equal to what? Half into absolute. We have to take the absolute value because this is length only. This might be a, might be like here a is given, might be a is on the right side or a might be over here. the triangle might be like this. So you must have to take the absolute of A as well as absolute of B, means A into B absolute value. So half into, I mean absolute AB by 2 a square unit. This is one way of solving this question. And another way of solving this question is like by using the uh, three coordinates that we have given. Or one important thing, like we can make a note of that, if we have given one origin and other 2 points, so the area can be find by like 1 by 2 into like x1 into y2 minus of x2 into y1. It means like one of the point is origin, the other 2 points are like this is x1 y1, this is x2 y2. So over here, let me just give a general way of this. Suppose we are looking to find the area of triangle, okay, in which one of the vertex is given as origin and the other two vertices are given. Let's say we have this and we have this. So to find the area of this triangle, let's say this is x1 y1 and this is x2 y2. So to find the area of this triangle in which the one of the origin is 0, so we just have to use this formula, half times of this first coordinate, x coordinate multiplied with the y coordinate of the other point minus of x coordinate of second coordinate of this triangle with the y coordinate of this one, and we have to find the difference of that and take the absolute value. That will also give the result. So this formula also we can use to find the area of triangle. Like here we can see that this is the point given a comma 0 and 0 comma p. So the area for this is nothing but half into a comma b. I mean a comma 0. A multiplied with y coordinate of this means a into b minus this coordinate of this is multiplied with x coordinate of the next number means 0 into 0. We got it as half times of 0. If we subtract from AB minus 0 is nothing but AB only. So absolute of AB. So this is our answer. Now let's try to solve this question in which we have given G is the centroid of the triangle A, B, and C. Then find the area of the triangle GAB. So over here, one thing we have to understand when we deal with the centroid. So if we see very much carefully over here, let me just check. Okay, so let me just take a triangle. Over here, one thing we have to just remember: if we have a triangle A, B, C, and here G is nothing but a point of intersection of the median of the triangle. So if this is G, if we are joining this centroid with each of the vertices, we'll find that we'll find that three triangles will form. This triangle, and this triangle. These all three triangles are equal in area. This thing we have to just remember. It's all three area. I mean the centroid, the triangle formed by the centroid of a triangle with other two vertices will give equal area. Will give what? Equal area. It means the derivation of this also is not the export for now. So means AGB and AGC and BGC is also this three triangle area will be equal with each other. And also here we can mention that I'm writing A for area of triangle AGB equal to area of triangle AGC. Area of triangle AGC equals to area of triangle triangle BGC. So this three triangles area will be equal, and the bigger triangle ABC is nothing but the sum of all these three. So we can say that this is equal to area of triangle is 1 by 3. This all things are equal to 1 by 3 of area of triangle ABC. So 1 by 3 times of means one third of this triangle ABC is the area of each smaller triangle over it. So with this concept, we can solve these questions. The centroid of a triangle is G, and the three vertices are given. They're asking to find the area of GAB, means this triangle. So the three vertices given, if we can find the area of the triangle ABC, then the area of triangle GAB will nothing but one third of the triangle area of the triangle ABC, right? First find the area of triangle ABC as the three coordinate A, B, and C is given. So we can write it as half times of absolute. First number I have taken 6. So 6 multiplied by difference of 5 and minus 1. So 5 minus of minus 1. Plus then next number is 3 times of minus 1 minus 1. Right? Plus next number is minus 1 multiplied by 1 minus of 5. So we just have to simplify this 1 by 2 times of absolute value of 6. If we simplify this minus of this is bracket, right? So minus 1 is plus, so 5 plus 1 is 6. So this is 6 plus here this is minus 1 is minus 2, 3 down. 3 into minus 2 and then plus over here minus 1 here minus 4. So minus 1 multiplied by minus 4. So once we further simplify, this is equal to 1 by 2 times of 36 minus 6 plus 4. This is equal to here 40 minus 6 is nothing but 34 by 2, which is equal to 17. So the area of triangle ABC is equal to 17 square unit. But we need to find area of GAB. So area of GAB is triangle GAB is 1 by 3 times of area of triangle ABC. So once we substitute this value, we'll get 1 by 3 times of 17 square unit, means 17 by 3, or we can write it as equal to 5 3 2 by 5 times of 2 by 3 square unit. So let's try to solve this. I hope this is clear, right? So the key point over here is we have to just remember this result. So the area of the triangle formed by a centroid with the other two vertices will be one third of the area of the triangle ABC, and all the three triangles formed by the centroid will be equal in area.